Hey folks, this is a weekly review for our past week's trading results. This is for the week of Monday, June the 5th, 2023. So right off the bat, I need to apologize. Usually each week I give a weekly preview analyses of the markets and what we're looking for and how we're looking to trade the market for that week, and then I review our past week's performance results. The weekly trading analyses file got corrupted. It's a couple hours before the market's going to open up, so apologize for that. But if you are a member of our trading room, I will post the text version of that in our channel that we posted in every single day in the Daily Market News channel. So look for it there. But in terms of our results from last week, I did want to go over that with you guys and take a look at it. We had some success. We had some challenges, as seems to be the case quite a bit lately. But from regards with the 0 Dtes, we're up to 114 days now of trading opportunities. I think probably our biggest success with the 0 DTE this year has been that we've been able to throw multiple ones on almost every single day. Not every day, but almost. We have been able to get a lot of double dip opportunities. So of the 114 trading days, we've done 192 total 0 DTEs. We booked another loser last week on a rolled NDX trade that was the call side that just got absolutely blown out. So we're up to 185 winners with 5 losers. We have 2 rolled trades working right now as we speak. They both look pretty good, but we do still have 2 rolled ones working right now. So it's been a little bit of a challenge this past week with our 0 DTEs, but we continue to have a pretty darn good win rate on those overall. 4 DTE trades 2 weeks ago was absolutely phenomenal. We only booked a 5 or 6% profit on our Q trade, but we were only in it for a couple days. We booked a 12.5% profit on our SPY trade. This week was even better. Just absolute home runs on these, close to a 15.5% return on the SPY trade, and almost what we expect normally is a full profit, about 10% on the Q. So these last couple of weeks with our 4 DTE trades have just been absolutely phenomenal. And let's hope that it continues this week. We've been able to grab some good premium off of these as of late. We take a look at our IWM Millionaire Maker trade, and surprise, surprise, again, we had another successful week with that. One of the mantras that we have in our trading room is to not let green turn to red. And we shoot for, we say at 1% a week. It really comes in at about 1.2% a week is what we're shooting for on the IWM trade. Done this trade every single week for 3 years now. We've never had a losing trade with regards to that. And we've come in pretty darn close to about 50% a year annualized return each year that we've done this. Last week we took it off a little bit early, and man, that because we were basically at a 98% profit capture, we were above the 1% a week stated income goal that we desire. And really all that trade had left in it, you look at a trade and you look at the risk reward ratio, it didn't have much reward, but it still had the risk. Well, that was pretty prescient on our part. Friday, the IWM just took off like a rocket ship. So again, another solid week for us, and pretty proud of the way that we handled that trade this week. Pretty proud of the way that we traded it. We stuck to our mantras. We were disciplined. We took it off early. Even though on Thursday it looked absolutely fine to leave. In addition to the IWM Millionaire Maker trade, a couple other ones that we had some good success with last week. Pairs trade, we're able to book another profit on one of our pairs trades, the Uber trade and the Lyft trade. I didn't get that much buying power committed into that trade, as is the case with a lot of my pairs trades for whatever reasons. But it was a nice win. It was a successful trade. We do still have 2 that are out there and working right now. Bear market trades. We had no new bear market strategies yet. I believe that, as we start to see this big bull push that we've seen in the marketplace, primarily in the NASDAQ, sort of starts to stall out a little bit here, that we'll probably look for a couple more bear market strategies. But that's obviously a trade that is more attuned to a down market than an up market. So we haven't really been focusing in that area as of late. The stock market millionaire trade, we are currently trading PayPal and Netflix there. We have had over the last 2-3 weeks, we've had to chase both of those stocks as PayPal has crashed and Netflix has shot up. But right now, as we sit, pretty darn well positioned on both of those. And fortunately, these are trades that are credit strangles, undefined risk trades. They are much more flexible in terms of being able to adjust them, and a little bit more lenient, if you will, on the buying power requirements when you adjust. So we've been able to chase these trades pretty well. We are out. I'm taking a look right now on our Netflix. We're out 46 days on the call side of our Netflix trade, and we're out 18 days overall on our PayPal trade. So we're out a little bit further on the duration than we normally would see with these trades, but we've gotten really good credits on all of these adjustments, on all of these rolls. So there is a awful lot of extrinsic value sitting in both of those, and so far so good. We haven't had to take a debit hit on any of these rolls yet. So again, trade continues to work for us, even though we've had to be chasing it around quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. The positive DIA ladder, the diamonds had a massive push on Friday as well. We were well positioned with our ladder that was expiring last week. We had 3 ladders on. Our ladder that expired last week, full profits on that once again. We have not had to adjust a single DIA ladder all year. I think that streak is going to probably come to an end this week. I do believe that at least one of the 2 ladders that we have in place this week, we're going to be adjusting that to get it a little bit better positioned after that big push up that we saw on the diamonds on Friday. But obviously 28 total trades, 28 total winners. We're averaging about 9 to 10% a month ROI on those trades. What's not to like? It's been a really, really good setup for us. Portfolio margin. So I just put up the training video, the overview video of that strategy just about an hour ago. It's on the YouTube channel. $200,000 income per year goal with that strategy. We're using $300,000 to generate that. I do have all $300,000 now in the model portfolio. The application for portfolio margin on that account is still pending. It's still showing pending at Tasty. And I only have $100,000 of the $300,000 released for trading. So I'm hopeful that today or tomorrow we should be able to be fully up and running with that strategy. And all we will do, there's 5 components to that strategy. I'm not going to break that out here. You can see the training video if you want to understand those a little bit better. What we'll just track is simply the month in and month out income, what the current monthly income is, and the cumulative income in that program. And again, we're shooting for about $200,000 a year in income off of that. So I'm excited to get that rolled out. Scalping was not very fruitful this past week. Made a teeny profit on Tuesday and a teeny loss on Thursday. It's just been sort of a tough market to trade in as of late. So we'll see if this week brings any more fruit. But I will say that it is important to have as many tools in your toolbox as possible. Scalping is certainly one of those that has delivered a lot of fruit for us over time. Mixing metaphors there, but you get my point. The more strategies you have to avail yourself with, the more versatile a trader you can be. Dragonflies. I tried a couple times last week to get our our Boeing Dragonfly, back up and running, and it just never filled. I never got a fill. So we're gonna double down. We're gonna triple down on our efforts this week. Try to get that Dragonfly back up and working. The Boeing is positioned from a technical perspective perfectly for our setup there. We just need to get a fill on that trade. So we'll work on that here probably tomorrow, Tuesday. The Theta Ferry trade, we're up to 101 total trades with 99 winners and 2 losers. We did book another loss last week, so we're up to 2 losers now. This is a couple $100 that I took on my loss there to exit that trade. We've got the Theta Ferry from Sunday evening right now that is still working this morning. I'm up about $77, so it's close to the take profit target here, and hopefully we can get to 100 winners here today. That'd be a nice achievement. It's been an awesome trade, you know. I mean, who doesn't want an extra $10,000 in their account, which is very close to what we have generated this year off of that trade overnight, right? The gold ladders, we had our best. I want to say that we had our best week ever in gold last week. I don't know that for sure, but I do know that it was the best week that we've had this year, 2023. We have not had a week like this. This is a trade that is supposed to yield us about 1.5% a week in potential cash flow. And we brought in about 12% return last week. So it was a phenomenal week. Obviously, the put spread that we had on these ladders was what did the heavy lifting for the trade. But it was an absolutely solid week for us. Gold has really been a powerful trade for us these last 7 weeks or so. And I'm looking pre-market right now. It looks like it's a pretty good setup going into today as well. So far so good with gold after we had a little bit of a shaky period there from November of last year through maybe March. We were just chasing the price action in gold. Overnight vampires, we haven't had a new one of those yet, but we're 4 for 5 on those. We should have another one coming up here in a few weeks. The oil ladder, we had a very, very successful week last week with our oil ladder, and I'm really proud of the discipline that we showed in handling that. We had a ladder that was in the money, or a ladder that was expiring last Friday, Monday and Tuesday of last week. Going into that expiration, we had our ladder was in the money. We looked at the technical analyses. We said, yeah, we could easily roll this should we need to. But the technical analyses really implied that we were at a bottom and that we were finding support. And we said, hey, let's let this thing play out. Let's be disciplined. We talk about this all the time in the trading room. You're in a trade, whatever it is, particular strategy, whatever underlying you're trading, and that thing is moving, right? It's going up and down. It's ebbing and flowing. And that movement, whatever it may be, is either helping or hurting you. And if that movement is helping you, probably the best thing you can do is just sit on your hands. If it's hurting you, then do something about it. But we looked at that and we said, hey, we feel like this price action looks favorable for us. We're going to sit on it. And lo and behold, we ended up taking a full profit capture on that last week. So again, we've had a couple of losers along the way here this year with oil. So this little string of, I think maybe 6 or 7 weeks now that we're running, maybe 6 weeks that we're running with just consistent profits on the oil ladder. Been really, really positive for us. Of course, the big thing with the oil ladder versus maybe some of our other ladders is that it has the highest, generally has the highest profit potential of any. So very powerful week there. Our in the money cover trades, what can you say? Those things have just been phenomenal for us. It's another sort of aspect to trading that I don't think we have some pretty sophisticated traders that come to our trading room and look at that and go, wow, I never really thought about setting a trade up that way. They've been really, really fantastic from a Sharpe ratio, from a risk-reward ratio. These are trades that just continue to produce for us week after week after week. I will say that we have a call spread enhancing one of these trades. It's on Tesla. That's being threatened a little bit, but we've been able to be pretty successful in moving that away from an assignment level over the last couple weeks, and I think we'll be able to do that again this week should the need arise. Broken wing butterfly ladders, we did add one last week. It's still working right now, so we'll see a result with that. I'm just taking a look at it here. We got June 9th. We got 4 days to go on that particular ladder. Let that continue work. We pretty much closed out the short portfolio, but we will look to rebuild that here and have another go with it here for the second half of this year. It was obviously a phenomenal result for us on a very small amount of buying power earlier this year. No new flies in our portfolio. We need to really work through these two rolled trades that we have here in our 0 DTEs. One of the things that we use as a rule for our butterflies is we never ever risk a single penny of our own personal principal in a butterfly. We only put profits from our 0 DTEs in there. So we need to get these two rolled trades to fruition so that we can get back to doing these fly trades. They've been a lot of fun, and the risk reward ratio, obviously, when you're not putting any of your own principal into it, well, it doesn't get better than that, right? TradingBinaryIdeas.com, our event contracts, we're up to 6 now. We put I would say not very exciting event contract on last week, but it's basically the equivalent to me of a 6% savings account. That's basically what it's earning us right now, is about a 6% savings account. So not flashy, not exciting, but when you can get 6% in a method that I view as close to a guarantee as possible. I don't think there's anything that's guaranteed anymore in life, but as close to that as you can get. We threw $50 into that trade, but those have been really, really fun for us, and we will continue to look for cool ideas there every single week. If you've not checked those out, go to tradingbinaryideas.com. You can see those setups and how we do those trades. The ATM program, the asymmetric trading method, continues to be fine. The returns are fine, but it continues to be a little bit more volatile than we would like. We have cleared out a lot of the banking concentration that was creating a little bit of the volatility earlier, and we're starting to get a little bit better throughput on the theta on some of the tech stocks that have been pushing on us a little bit as well. So we have a tremendous amount of potential extrinsically sitting in the asymmetric program right now. And I feel like it could be just a couple of days and we could be up close to 20% on this account. So it is a long-term account. It's an investing account. And we're hanging right in there. We're hanging right in there with the marketplace. I still think that we have a very, very good shot of just not beating the market, but trouncing the market this year as we get ready to go into the second half of the year. So that's an overview of our trades from last week. I would say that it was a pretty darn successful week, save for these two rolled trades that we're still continuing to work here. But both of those look pretty good right now as we get started with about an hour and a half out on the cash open here. If you do want to come trade with us, you can go to tradelivewithus.com and jump into our live trading room. We do have a 200% money back guarantee. You go through 4 hours of training with us. You sit in on a one-on-one Zoom strategy session with me. I make sure that you're lined out for all of our trading protocols. You check in with me on a daily basis. And if you do all of that, and at the end of your first month, you don't think it was the most amazing experience you've ever had as a trader, no questions asked. We will just give you 2 times back what you spent on your monthly subscription. So I don't know that you're going to find a better guarantee out there than that. We believe that it is the best trading room online today. If you're interested in an investing program that only takes 5 minutes a day, very passive in nature, you can go to tryatmforfree.com. And again, our goal is better returns than the S&P 500 with less volatility. If you want to come scalp with us on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can go to tryscalpingnow.com. We try to bring in $500 to $1,000 a day. We trade, we scalp the E-minis generally, and those are worth $50 a point, and we're trying to get 10 to 20 points a day out of the market. So appreciate you guys. Sorry for the truncated version. Make sure to go into the trading room, into the Daily Market News channel, and see our levels for today in terms of support resistance so that you know what we're looking for in terms of our 0 DTE setups. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a good trading week.